If you have a 1941 wheat penny lying around in your drawer or tucked away in an old collection, you might want to take a very close look at it. Because what seems like just another old penny could actually turn the tables for you financially. That small copper coin might be worth more than you think. Whether you're a coin collector or just someone who stumbled upon a drawer full of old change, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know everything about the real value of your 1941 wheat penny. And more importantly, you'll find out how to sell it and possibly make hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But don't skip to the end. There are critical details you need to know to identify the most valuable versions of this coin. So stay with me until the last minute, and if you want to know the price and the method to sell, just comment price in the comments and I'll personally guide you step by step. Let's dive deep into the background of the 1941 wheat penny. This coin was minted during a fascinating era. The United States was still recovering from the Great Depression, and World War II was on the horizon. In such a historic period, even the coins carry a story. The wheat penny series, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, had been in circulation since 1909. The 1941 wheat penny is part of that long-standing tradition and features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, and two wheat stalks on the reverse side, which symbolize prosperity and strength. That alone gives the coin some historical significance, but what really drives its value today is condition, mint mark, and certain rare errors. The 1941 wheat penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. If your coin was minted in Philadelphia, it won't have any mint mark under the date. But if you see a small D or S under the year, that means your coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco respectively. Each of these variants has a different value in today's market, and when it comes to collecting or selling these coins, every tiny detail matters. Some collectors are willing to pay a premium for high-grade versions, rare errors, or even just coins with great historical stories attached. Let's break it down further. The 1941 penny without any mint mark is the most common. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 887 million of them. Yes, that's right, nearly 900 million pennies. So, a standard circulated one may only be worth a few cents above face value. However, if it's in uncirculated condition, especially graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, its value rises significantly. On eBay, uncirculated 1941 wheat pennies have recently sold between $5 and $15. But that's just the basic range. Some of the higher quality examples with vibrant red luster and no blemishes have fetched up to $50 or more. Now let's move on to the 1941 D wheat penny. The Denver Mint produced over 128 million of these coins. That's significantly fewer than Philadelphia, making the 1941 D coin slightly rarer. The circulated examples typically sell for around 10 to 20 cents. Again, that may not sound like much, but in high grades, it's a different story. An MS66 example of the 1941 D has sold for as much as $200 in online auctions. If the coin has full red color and is virtually flawless, bidders on auction sites like Heritage Auctions have paid even more. Collectors prize these because it's extremely hard to find older copper coins without any tone, discoloration, or contact marks. Then we have the 1941 S wheat penny from the San Francisco Mint. Around 92 million of these coins were produced. That's the lowest of the 3 major mints for this year, which gives it a slightly higher edge in rarity. Still, circulated 1941 S coins are quite common and usually sell for under $1 unless they're in pristine condition. But here is where things get interesting. In high uncirculated grades, especially those certified as MS67, the 1941 S penny can fetch upwards of $300 or more. Some extremely high-grade red versions have sold for over $500 on reputable auction platforms. Let's talk about something that really spikes a coin's value: errors. Error coins are the holy grail for many collectors. And yes, there are known 1941 wheat penny errors that can make your coin worth hundreds, if not thousands. For example, double die obvious errors, where the date or the word Liberty looks like it's stamped twice. These are rare but incredibly valuable. One such 1941 penny with a strong double die error was sold for nearly $1,000. Then there are off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and repunched mint marks. A repunched mint mark is when the D or S was stamped more than once, creating a doubling effect. These variations are subtle but serious collectors pay top dollar for these because they are scarce and unique. eBay listings and sold history show us that even common 1941 pennies in regular condition can sell when grouped in bulk. A lot of 50 or 100 wheat pennies from 1941 can fetch between $10 and $30 depending on condition. If you've got a drawer full of old pennies, there's a chance you're sitting on a small treasure. And if you separate the better conditioned ones or the mint-marked versions, you might squeeze even more value out of your collection. Auctions are another great source to understand current market demand. Heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, and great collections regularly sell coins like the 1941 wheat penny. For example, an MS-68 red 1941 wheat penny sold at Heritage for over $700. That's one coin, 1 cent in face value, selling for $700. This is not fiction, this is real. And it happens because collectors are constantly looking for the best of the best. And they're willing to pay big money for it. Now let's talk about grading. You might be thinking, how do I know if my penny is MS-65 or MS-67? That's where professional coin grading services come in. PCGS, NGC, and NX are the three most trusted services. You mail them your coin, they evaluate its condition, certify its grade, and then return it to you in a tamper-proof holder with a unique serial number. This certification adds trust and value to your coin when selling. Buyers are far more confident paying a premium price if the coin is graded by one of these services. You can also try grading it yourself at home using online guides and comparison images, though this is not recommended if you're planning to sell for a higher price. Self-grading is good for getting a rough estimate, but serious buyers want authentication. That's especially true for error coins or coins in near-perfect condition. So if your 1941 wheat penny looks unusually shiny, flawless, or has anything odd about the date or mint mark, consider having it professionally graded. That small investment could multiply the final sale price significantly. And what about selling? There are many options. eBay remains the easiest platform to start. Just create a listing, take clear photos of the coin from both sides, and include details like mint mark, condition, and whether it's graded. Be honest about its flaws. You can start the auction at 99 cents and let bidders decide, or you can use a fixed price if you're confident about its value. Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, OfferUp, and even Reddit coin forums can also be useful. But if you have a truly rare piece, you may want to consider auction houses like Heritage or Great Collections because they attract serious buyers and usually get better prices for high-grade or error coins. Another thing you can do is attend a local coin show or visit a coin dealer. Coin shows are great because you meet collectors face-to-face, and some might be interested in purchasing right there. But remember, dealers will typically offer less than market value since they need to resell the coin. If you want full value, direct sales to collectors are better, but they require more effort on your part. Before we end this video, here's a pro tip that most beginners miss. Always check both sides of your coin under magnification. Some 1941 wheat pennies have very subtle doubling that can't be seen with the naked eye. You don't want to accidentally give away a rare doubled die just because you didn't look closely. Use a 10x jeweler's loupe or a digital microscope if you have one. It's a small investment but can help you find big value. You also want to store your coin properly. Don't keep it in a drawer with other coins where it can get scratched. Use plastic flips or coin capsules to preserve its condition. The better it looks, the more it sells for. Moisture and air can also damage copper over time, so if you're planning to keep it, consider getting some silica gel packets and storing your collection in a cool, dry place. Now you know the 1941 wheat penny isn't just some old coin. Depending on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has any errors, It could be worth anywhere from a few cents to hundreds, even thousands of dollars. That's why I said at the start, it might just turn the tables for you. But here's the deal. If you want to know the exact price of your coin based on its specific condition and mint, and if you want a step-by-step guide on how to sell it properly, just comment price in the comment section. I'll reply to you personally with its current market value and selling instructions. You might be holding on to a piece of history that could bring in serious money, so don't let it go unnoticed. Comment below and let's see what your 1941 wheat penny is really worth.